fun facts about Michelle.
I started riding horses when I was 4. I got my first horse. Her name was Strawberry, and I rode her for about 6 months. And when my dad bought her, we had no idea, but she was pregnant. And so she kept going slower and slower and slower. We couldn't figure out why. So we thought, oh, there's something wrong with this horse. And my dad ended up selling her to this family who wanted a pasture horse. And a few months later, she ended up having a foal. And they called us up and said she was pregnant and she had a foal. So we went and saw her. Then my second horse, he was Maverick. And the guy sold it to us as a pony for a kid to ride. Had never had a kid or an adult on its back in its life. And it bucked everybody off in the neighborhood. The only person that it couldn't buck off was my dad because he was so big. He was basically just a cart pony. So we got rid of him, and then we got Andy. And we had Tilly the entire time. Tilly was a quarter horse. She was pretty and nice. So I've had horses my entire life.
What TV shows have you been a culinary producer or been in front of the camera on?
I've been on a lot of food shows and in a lot of food shows and worked on a lot of food shows. I did MasterChef Kids, Food Fighters, Say It to My Face. I did Cake Wars. Restaurant Startup was a fun one that I was on. What was the one that I did with Emeril Lagasse? On the Menu. That was fun. So I've worked with Emeril Lagasse. I worked with Joe Bastianich. I've worked with Tim Love. I worked with Antonia LaFossa. I worked with a lot of celebrity chefs that a lot of people would know. We had to, write the recipes or help the contestants with the recipes. We had to show them how to style their food so it would look good on camera. We had to do things that are called beauty shots. So at the very end, when they took the shot of the food, we had to make it look really nice and decorative when they zoomed in on it.
So when they taste the food,
it's been sitting there for a long time.
Is it cold? Because they go from making it to reset.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to be like a while.
Yeah. Sometimes it had been sitting there a little while. Sometimes they got it right off, when the contestants were finished. But then when they got close-ups of the food, it wasn't what the contestant made at that time. It was food that was made later on. There's a lot of editing that happens when that goes on.
Those are Michelle's fun facts.